Before we start, I just want to say happy Superman Day. Let me know down in the comments who is your favorite Superman. So in this video, I'm just gonna be doing like a recap of today's of all the things that's dropped for Superman. The new Superman movie is coming out this year, and all of the pre-orders. I'll try my best to put it down in the description. All the links, no promises, but I'll try my best to put the links down there. So first off, let's start off with the theatrical edition, which is Superman with Crypto. Overall, even though I don't like the suit that much in figure form, for some reason I like it a little bit more. I don't know why, and I think Mcfarlane did a great job. My only nitpick with this is that the suit is a little bit too dark on the blue. I think it should be a little bit more light blue on his suit from what we have seen on the trailers, but in the figure it looks like a dark blue. So that's my only nitpick. I think they also did a great job with the head sculpt. As you can see here, we have is one where he has like heat vision. So yeah, amazing job with the head sculpt. I'm not gonna lie. The first teaser we got, it didn't look that great, but here looks amazing. It looks just like the actor, so that's really great. And you can also notice that his cape is wired, which is pretty cool. Surprisingly, they also did a great job with the dog. It looks great. I wish his cape was also wired, but it is what it is. But yeah, overall, I think they did a great job also with the dog. All right, now here we have our more now here we have our more promo images, which are from the selector retails that Mcfarlane has the Superman up for. So yeah, this is a theatrical edition. So he will come with 3 faceplates, 2 extra set of hands, and obviously the trading card. And like I mentioned, Crypto. The 3 extra set of faceplates they added. Obviously, the one in the middle, it has the red eye, supposed to be his laser beams. But the other 2 seems to be similar. Although if you pay close attention, one of them is like a smirky Superman. The other one is more like a plain face, although that's already in the figure. So I'm a bit confused on that, on why they did that. So yeah, I'm not a really big fan of the faceplates here because they don't really show that much emotion on the faceplates. But anyways, yeah, here we have it's also the packaging in case you were wondering. It looks pretty good, but I honestly do miss the original packaging because I think they're gonna be changing the packaging now because of the new DC logo and all that. Hopefully I'm wrong, but it looks decent either way. I really love what they did on the side of the box. That looks great. That looks amazing. And I also really love the artwork on the back of this packaging. Next up here we have it is Lex Luthor, which this one I believe is not out for pre-order yet at the moment. And we have already seen images of this Lex Luthor in packaging. He will be coming with a baby Kaiju, which we'll talk about the Kaiju later on in this video because I believe that one's also up for pre-order. But yeah, really overall, really great. This one looks like a comic book Lex Luthor. Classic Lex Luthor here with the purple jacket that they gave him here. Really great. Love him. The head sculpt also, I would say it's not that 100% like the actor, but I don't really think it hurts the figure because you could actually use it for a comic book Lex Luthor for the moment. So yeah, overall, I don't really have much problems with this Lex Luthor, and I'm pretty sure people are gonna use that body book to customize it for a Bruce Wayne or I don't know, or even Clark Kent. But anyways, next up we have is Mr. Terrific, which he's not out for pre-order yet. Also at the moment, I believe all of these are not gonna pre-order. They're gonna be up for pre-order on June, I believe. So yeah, with Mr. Terrific, we don't see the front of him. We just see the back of him. But from what I'm seeing, I like it. I think they did a great job not giving him a leather or a soft goods jacket because I don't know. I think it will look weird on this character. So I really do prefer that they give him a plastic one. Let me know down in the comments if you like this choice or if you would have liked the soft goods coat on him. Next up here we have is the robots that appear in the sneak peek that they gave us. For some reason these were not in the list of when this movie figures got leaked. So this is a quite surprise. It looks like they gave him a wire cape also, which they didn't have to. I think just a soft goods cape would have been fine. I don't think they needed to give this robot a wire cape, but it is welcoming that they did that. Again, this could be used for army building. You could use him as comic book or live action. But I'm pretty sure people are gonna do some little tweaking on the numbers in there because there's different numbers of robots. But I think Mcfarlane just chose number 4, and I don't think they were gonna give us any other army builder with just different numbers on the chest. I think that's up to you guys, the consumer. All right, next up we have it is the statue, which in this one he looks a little bit more buff, and for some reason they gave him more packaging, if you know what I mean. But I really love the base. The thing that got my attention first was the base. It looks amazing. The head sculpt is also pretty good, not bad. They also gave him some wire cape, which is pretty nice. And yeah, overall, I think this one is pretty decent statue. Alright, now going back to the figures, the only reason I put this figure aside from the other ones is so I don't confuse myself and you guys, because this one is literally the same, except it's not a deluxe. This one is just your standard DC Multiverse. And the first thing that I'm going to point out is the cape. The cape is plastic on this one. So if you buy the single release one, which this one is cheaper, but it won't come with the faceplates, neither crypto. The cape, it is plastic, so it won't have the wire cape. And I think that's pretty much the only difference I see here. Let me know down in the comments which one do you prefer, the plastic or wired. Pretty sure a lot of you are gonna tell me the wired, but this one also looks pretty decent. So if you don't want to buy crypto, or you don't want to buy an expensive $40 Superman figure, this one will probably be your second best choice. Next up here we have it is Metamorpho, which I believe this is the first time I'm finally making a Metamorpho into 7-inch figure. And overall, it looks pretty good. Not really a big fan of the shorts, but that's based on the movie, not really Mcfarlane's fault. So, yeah, I think they did a great job with this one. Some people are roasting it, but that's because they're going based off the movie. It's not like Mcfarlane got this from a comic book and didn't do a really great job. I think Mcfarlane did a great job with this live action figures that they're showing us here. Even though in the art, for some reason, he looks more buff than what they gave us. Alright, next up we have it is the Kaiju, which I believe is the Kaiju that throws fire at Superman in the trailer. So yeah, this one doesn't look that big, as you can see here with the figure that they also showed here. It's not that big as like in the movie, but Mcfarlane is usually like that. They don't give us like super huge figures, so I didn't really expect for them to give us a really big Kaiju. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier in the video, Lex Luthor will come with the baby Kaiju. So you will be able to have the baby and the adult version of this Kaiju. Alright, that's pretty much it for DC Multiverse. Next up here we have it is Superpowers. Here we have is a first look at the Superpowers Superman based on the movie. This one is obviously just a reuse of the Superman body they have always been reusing for Superpowers. And they just painted the colors of the Superman movie, and obviously the cape also is new in there. Nothing too crazy about the figure. The only thing that really catches my attention is the packaging. The packaging on the Superman is amazing. I really love what they did here. Next up here we have it is Guy Gardner's Green Lantern. With this one, it looks like they gave him a bit of new sculpting in there, which is pretty nice. The jacket, I think it's a separate piece, and by that I mean like you're able to see a little bit of his body from the front. So yeah, I think this one a little bit new sculpting. You guys can let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong, if it's a reuse of something. But just like with Superman, the packaging is what catches my attention more than the figure. Next up we have is Metamorpho, which we already have a Metamorpho with the superpowers. And honestly, I think they're reusing the parts of the previous Metamorpho they gave us, which that one was supposed to be comic book based. And the only new thing that they gave us was a head sculpt and pants on this figure. The Metamorpho artwork is not that impressive as the other two I mentioned. Next up we have it is Mr. Terrific, which this one you can really easily tell that is just a reuse of the Guy Gardner we just saw a second ago. So this one looks at everything, the body and well obviously the paint and a little bit of the details in there are different to the Green Lantern, but it's almost the same thing. The head sculpt obviously is new. The artwork on this one is also pretty decent. Lastly but not least, here we have for the superpowers is the Fortress of Solitude, which this is supposed to be based off of that sneak peek they gave us, where Superman takes on the sun radiation. So this one will come included with also with the robot that we saw in 7-inch form. Now you will be able to get him in this superpowers. So yeah, as you can see, they also did a great job with this figure. And if you want to recreate that scene with this, you have to buy the Superman figure separately. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to hear me talk about some other stuff that has not been revealed from Mcfarlane or Spinmaster, make sure to check out this video right here. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.